This is the Gladiator X Comp MT, the most aggressive tire in the Gladiator tire lineup. A set of 35 1250 R20s like what are on this truck will set you back at right about 1,200 bucks. And so the people want to know, for the price, are they any good? So up first, in true custom offsets fashion, we want to know, will they do a burnout? Here you go, Keith. Hashtag I freaking hope it's not a cop. The answer is yes, and they do it quite well, honestly. So we get asked a lot on these Gladiator tires, you know, they come in at about 1,200 bucks for a set of 35s. That's pretty affordable. And guys really want to know, are they any good? Now I know this is a mud tire by definition. It's got a really aggressive tread block. It's a pretty aggressive tire. The sidewall's got a lot of lug, but I know that a lot of you guys are gonna run these tires on the road. And so for that reason, we're gonna test this tire on the road. The traction control keeps beeping at me because we had to pull the fuse to do burnout. So a lot of the first questions we get with these tires are, how are they on the road? Do they make a lot of noise? Obviously, being a mud tire, they're going to make more noise than some of your other AT and hybrid tires. And that's super noticeable. Even now, you can tell we're doing about 40 miles an hour, and I have had to pick my voice up just a little bit. Now, we've got the window next to me open here as well, so that's not helping matters any, but at about 40 miles an hour, you do get a pretty significant amount of road noise. It's definitely still drivable. You know, it's not like it's the only thing I can hear. You can still hear, this power stroke is tuned and deleted, of course, so you can still hear the engine, you still hear the transmission. It still makes good noise there, but you definitely know that, that the tires are there. And that comes, of course, from the Gladiator Tread design. So these tires have massive, massive shoulder blocks on the side. They're really big, really aggressive, and even through the center of the tire, the tread blocks are very big. So that's where you get a lot of that road noise from, is from those very large tread blocks, very open siping in the middle. Even as we come to a stop here, you can kind of hear that tire start to slow down. So yeah, when you're into the throttle on this truck, you definitely still hear the engine though. It's not like all you hear is tire noise until you get up to about 40, 45 miles an hour. All right, so we're at idle, and right now, if I stop talking, we're at about 59 decibels or so, just for comparison's sake. Now, we turn the corner here. As we get up to speed here, you're gonna start to see that that's gonna creep up just a little bit into the low to mid 80s. So it's actually a little better than I thought. It's down closer to 70, which is pretty good, all things considered. So the tires are definitely noticeable. You can hear them, but they're not super loud. It is important to note too that we're at 70 decibels when I stopped talking, at about 40 miles an hour with the window down even. So rolling the window up would only further reduce that, meaning that you're gonna hear them, but they're not gonna be super loud. So one thing I do wanna give these tires a lot of credit for is that they do track pretty straight. I mean, we're doing 40 miles an hour. I'm hands off the wheel, and this truck is driving, until we got to the corner, as true as you could want it to drive. So it's not like these tires are fighting you at all. They're not pulling to one direction or the other. So it's pretty awesome considering how aggressive that these tires are. Just touching base on Gladiator Tire a little bit. I know there's been some questions. Who are they? They're a little bit lesser known brand than some of your bigger brands in the industry, the Nitos, the Toyos, the Nitos and Toyos, sorry. But they are a little bit more of a quiet brand, and one that maybe doesn't get all the limelight. Gladiator's actually been in business since about 1982, and they've always aimed at providing a really good tire for the dollars. Now, it's important to note with these tires that you do get quite a lot of tire for the dollars. Again, this set of 35 12.5 R20s comes in at literally 1,200 bucks, making them one of the best bang for your buck tires on the market. It is important to note with these tires though that unlike some of the bigger brands, they do require a little bit more maintenance. You know, you're gonna wanna rotate these tires relatively frequently in order to get the most mileage out of them. And you maybe won't get as good a mileage out of these as some of the other options. However, in my personal opinion, I've had a lot of experience with Gladiator tires. Brent's running them on his truck. We've got a couple other guys running a lot of their tires on their trucks, and they've been pretty fantastic, honestly. They ride good, they perform really well, and like in the MT's case here, you're gonna have some traction should you need to get it off the road. So all of that's really great and all, but at the end of the day, it comes down to this. Do we like these tires and would we recommend them? And the answer is a resounding yes. The Gladiator tire lineup comes in at a really good price point, and for the dollar, it's probably one of the best buys on the market. This MT in specific is a pretty aggressive tire. It looks really good. It still rides relatively decently. And in the event that you found yourself off the road, you would still have enough traction to get you to where you need to be. I'm Dustin with Custom Offsets. Let us know, what do you guys think of the Gladiator MT tires? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you have any experience with them? Let us know down in the comment section below. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep making cool truck videos like this. And with that, we'll see you next time. Peace.